It's life skills now, character development, behavioral and ethical skills that many times they're not getting anywhere else.
Okay, and we're back.
Yes.
To kind of finish up on the subject we were just involved in here. So what do? You have your child, and your child is interrupting you every time you're having a conversation with another adult.
Mm-hmm.
So create a specific markup situation with this. In other words, elicit the help from a friend. Ask the friend, here, come over please, we're going to pretend we're having a conversation. And start talking about anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And fully expect that your child is going to interrupt you again. Right? Now, for the first thing that this does, it takes the stress out of the situation. Right? In other words, you're not going to get upset at your child. You're actually going to wait. You can't wait for your child to interrupt now, right? Because you're prepared to do something about that, right? Your whole presentation is probably going to change now because you already should have your punishment planned out as well.
You should change your mindset towards it.
Yes, you change your mindset, and your child is going to pick up on that really quick. That all of a sudden you see him like totally in control. Right? So let's say the punishment was that your child has to go to his room, right? And see, even if you have sent your child to the room before, and you might feel, oh, that didn't work. Don't misunderstand what might have happened, and what's going on is that it might have been a worthwhile exchange for your child. In other words, it might have been a price that he was willing to pay. Let's say he's always interrupting, and then you get upset at him. Now you put him in his room, and now he's arguing about it, and then he's banging against the door, and you're yelling through the door to tell him to stop banging.
Yeah, it's payoff.
Right. He might maybe it's because he wants that attention, and even if it's negative attention, it's okay with him,
yeah.
right? Or maybe it's that he wants a sense of power over you. Right? And again, that's the price he's willing to pay, right? But if you simply, if you calmly tell your child, you know what, you need to go to your room now. And if your child does not go to the room, you can grab him and put him in his room. But
We've actually had two parents that I can think of that actually worked for them very, very well.
Worked with them very well. Worked with them the first time they did it.
The first time they did it, because they were consistently arguing with their child through the door.
Yeah, right.
So we told them, no, don't do that.
Yeah, exactly. You just put your child in the room so you can come out when you are calmed down.
And they went through their, tantrum or hitting phases and, banging on the door and everything, but eventually they...
Right. And you let your child do that. If your child starts breaking things inside of his room, if he starts kicking the walls, kicking the doors, throwing stuff down, let him.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you respond to that, then you're giving your child the power back.
Exactly.
Right? You might want to make sure that you don't have anything expensive in his room. If he breaks his own toys, too bad. Don't replace the toys. Otherwise, the child is going to learn that that's an acceptable communication.
Exactly.
Okay? So, create a situation you can control. Don't fight a battle when you're not ready to fight the battle. Right? Don't do this out, when you're in public, for example. But recreate the same situation at home or in some kind of a controlled environment. Change your mindset. Make sure you're prepared. Fully expect your child to do the same thing again because he's always done it before.
Yeah.
Right? Know your punishment already ahead of time, exactly what you do. And that by itself, just that plan, will probably help prevent you from getting upset.
Exactly.
And that's very, very powerful.
It is.
Okay? And we might want to remind everybody about the question one more time before